The wisdom of the past paves the way for our spiritual liberation today. Harold G. Lee. Imagine opening up a life of freedom and profound understanding just by exploring some ancient texts in a whole new way. That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the world of metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories. These aren't your typical Sunday school lessons. Instead, they're a journey into the symbolic meanings hidden within these timeless tales, meanings that could transform your perspective on life and spirituality. Metaphysical interpretations provide a lens through which we can view these stories not just as historical accounts, but as rich, symbolic explorations of human experience and divine truth. Whether you're a seeker of spiritual wisdom or simply curious about a different take on familiar narratives, you're in the right place to begin unlocking doors to deeper insights and personal liberation. So let's start on this enlightening journey together and discover how these ancient stories can offer us modern-day wisdom and a path to greater freedom. Metaphysical Bible stories go beyond the surface, offering a deeper, more spiritual interpretation of the scriptures that many of us have come to know. The term metaphysical refers to what lies beyond the physical world. It's about delving into the realm of ideas, philosophies, and the deeper meanings that animate our existence. When we apply this perspective to Bible stories, we transform them from historical accounts or moral tales into profound explorations of life's larger questions. Each story, when viewed metaphysically, becomes a mirror reflecting universal truths about our lives. For instance, the crossing of the Red Sea might represent overcoming seemingly impossible challenges on one's spiritual journey. These narratives use symbols: a burning bush, a giant fish, a simple loaf of bread, to speak not just to the events of their times, but to the enduring struggles and triumphs of the human spirit. By understanding these symbols, we gain access to timeless wisdom that can guide us in our everyday lives, offering insights into personal growth and the realization of our fullest potential. When we look into metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories, we unlock a profound sense of personal freedom and a deeper understanding of our own lives. This approach to biblical narratives invites us to look beyond the literal and into the symbolic meanings that can empower and enlighten us. But how exactly does this lead to freedom? It begins with the recognition that each story, each character, and each event can symbolize elements of our own inner landscapes and life experiences. Interpreting these stories metaphysically involves seeing them as allegories or metaphors for spiritual and psychological growth. For example, the journey of Moses leading his people out of Egypt can represent our own personal journey from bondage, be it mental, emotional, or spiritual, to liberation. This kind of interpretation frees us from seeing these stories as remote historical events, allowing us to apply their lessons to our personal challenges and aspirations. The process of engaging with these stories, metaphysically, often starts with questions. What does this story mean in the context of my own life? What deeper lessons can I learn from the actions and choices of these characters? By asking such questions, we open ourselves up to insights that are not just about the past, but about our present and future, offering pathways to greater self-awareness and understanding. This is how the ancient texts continue to be relevant, guiding us through modern-day dilemmas with wisdom that has been tested by time. In exploring metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories, we find ourselves at the frontier of spiritual discovery, uncovering insights that challenge and expand our understanding. What makes these interpretations fresh and revolutionary is their ability to connect ancient wisdom with contemporary life challenges, providing solutions and enlightenment that resonate with our modern existence. Take, for instance, the story of David and Goliath. Traditionally viewed as a tale of bravery against overwhelming odds, a metaphysical interpretation might see Goliath as symbolizing the giant challenges we face in our own lives. David's victory with just a simple sling and stone teaches us that with faith and the right tools, no challenge is too great to overcome. This perspective shifts our focus from historical events to personal empowerment and the triumph of spirit over adversity. Another example is the story of Jonah and the whale. Beyond the literal interpretation of being swallowed by a giant fish, metaphysically, this story can represent the times we feel consumed by our circumstances or our refusal to face important truths. Jonah's eventual release from the belly of the whale becomes a powerful metaphor for emerging from periods of darkness and introspection into enlightenment and renewed purpose. These fresh insights encourage us to rethink not only the stories themselves, but also our own life narratives, seeing ourselves as participants in a continuously unfolding drama of spiritual evolution. Through these stories, we learn that the seeds of wisdom planted thousands of years ago still grow and flourish in the soil of contemporary human experience. The notion of achieving ease and speed in understanding deep spiritual truths might initially seem ambitious, but metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories offer a direct path to these insights, designed to be both accessible and immediately applicable. Addressing skepticism is important because the promise of simplicity does not undermine the depth of the lessons. Rather, it makes profound wisdom more approachable. Consider the metaphysical lesson from the story of turning water into wine at the wedding at Cana. This story can be quickly understood as a metaphor for transformation, changing our base thoughts, water, into elevated spiritual awareness, wine. This insight can be applied instantly in our lives by recognizing and altering negative patterns of thought, enabling personal transformation without years of study or practice. Similarly, the feeding of the 5,000 teaches abundance and the power of faith to multiply resources. Metaphysically, it reassures us that when we start with a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, even the smallest contributions can yield substantial outcomes. This lesson can be immediately integrated into daily life by shifting how we view our resources and interactions, encouraging a more generous and open approach to life's possibilities. These examples show how metaphysical lessons can be swiftly understood and integrated, providing valuable insights that encourage a more thoughtful and fulfilling way of living. This approach invites us to see beyond the surface and grasp the richness of spiritual truths with ease, making it not only accessible, but deeply relevant to our daily experiences. Metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories aren't just theoretical. They have practical applications that people have woven into the fabric of their daily lives, leading to real, positive changes. Let's explore how these insights have been translated into action by individuals just like you and me, and how you can apply these lessons in your own life. Take the story of Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his own brothers, but later rose to become a powerful leader in Egypt. Metaphysically, this story teaches us about resilience and the ability to find inner strength despite betrayal and hardship. One individual shared how this story inspired them during a time of professional setbacks and personal betrayals. By focusing on their inner Joseph, they were able to forgive those who wronged them and use the adversity as a stepping stone to achieve greater professional success and personal peace. Another example comes from the story of Jesus calming the storm. This narrative can be interpreted as having the power to bring peace to our own turbulent circumstances. A mother of 3, overwhelmed by the chaos of parenting, applied this lesson by finding moments to center herself, metaphorically speaking, peace into her storms, thus fostering a calmer, more loving household. Let's talk about some practical tips on how you can integrate these metaphysical lessons into your daily life. Start by identifying a story or character that resonates with you. Reflect on their journey and the symbols within their story. Ask yourself how these elements mirror challenges or experiences in your own life. Formulate actionable steps based on these insights. For example, if you're inspired by the story of David and Goliath, you might work on facing your fears with more confidence. Keep a journal of your reflections and the outcomes of applying these insights. This practice can reinforce learning and facilitate deeper personal growth. By incorporating these stories into our everyday routines, we not only enrich our understanding of the scriptures, but also enhance our ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories have a universal appeal, yet they particularly resonate with certain groups who are seeking deeper meanings in life's experiences. Whether you are a spiritual seeker yearning for more profound connections with the divine, an educator looking to enrich your curriculum, or simply someone fascinated by biblical literature, these insights offer a valuable perspective that can transform how you view both the text and the world. Spiritual seekers will find that these stories, reinterpreted metaphysically, provide a pathway to deeper spiritual awareness and enlightenment, offering answers to existential questions and a richer connection with the divine. For educators, these narratives serve as powerful tools in teaching not only religious history, but also moral and philosophical lessons that are relevant across cultures and eras. They open up discussions that can help students explore and form their own views about life, morality, and the universe. Furthermore, anyone with a love for literature and history will appreciate the metaphysical approach for its depth and the new layers it adds to already rich narratives. It brings a fresh lens to familiar tales, turning classic stories into opportunities for personal and collective reflection. This broad accessibility ensures that metaphysical interpretations can be a resource for anyone looking to explore life's deeper meanings through the lens of ancient texts. So, no matter where you stand, be it in a pulpit, a classroom, or at the crossroads of a personal journey, these stories can offer guidance, wisdom, and a renewed sense of wonder. Guiding us through this transformative exploration of metaphysical Bible stories is our presenter, who brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the discussion. With a background in theology and a deep-rooted passion for spiritual education, our presenter has spent over a decade studying and teaching the subtle nuances of biblical texts. Their qualifications are not just academic. They include extensive real-world experience as a spiritual counselor and educator, which allows them to translate ancient wisdom into practical advice for modern dilemmas. The credibility of our presenter is further established by their active engagement with both scholarly communities and lay audiences. They have been a speaker at numerous conferences and workshops where they have shared insights on metaphysical interpretations to help others find greater meaning and connection in their lives. Their work, recognized for its depth and accessibility, makes them uniquely qualified to guide you through these stories. They approach these narratives with both respect for their historical context and a keen eye for their broader spiritual implications, ensuring that every interpretation is rooted in thorough research and genuine insight. This blend of scholarly rigor and practical application equips our presenter to offer perspectives that are not only informative, but also profoundly transformative, making them an ideal guide for anyone looking to deepen their understanding of metaphysical Bible stories. In exploring the metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories, we tap into a rich tapestry of theological and philosophical traditions that provide depth and breadth to our understanding. These interpretations are informed by a variety of perspectives, blending elements from Christian theology, Jewish mysticism, and philosophical existentialism, among others. This eclectic approach not only enriches the narratives, but also broadens their appeal, making them accessible to a diverse audience with different beliefs and backgrounds. It is crucial to note that while our exploration is deep-rooted in these rich traditions, it is carried out with a non-denominational approach. This means that our interpretations aim to transcend specific religious doctrines, focusing instead on universal themes of human experience, spiritual growth, and enlightenment that resonate across different faiths and philosophical viewpoints. By doing so, we ensure that these insights are inclusive and applicable to everyone, regardless of their religious affiliation. This approach not only honors the original contexts of the stories, but also opens them up for anyone seeking wisdom and guidance from these ancient texts. The goal is to foster an understanding that moves beyond the confines of specific religious doctrines, inviting viewers to explore these stories as vehicles for personal and spiritual reflection. This inclusive perspective makes our exploration of metaphysical Bible stories a journey of discovery for all, providing a welcoming space for dialogue and growth. As we journey together through this video, you can expect a structured exploration of metaphysical Bible stories designed to enlighten and inspire. Our video is segmented into several key sections, each crafted to deepen your understanding and connection to these ancient narratives. We begin by defining what metaphysical Bible stories are, setting the stage for a deeper dive into their rich symbolism and hidden meanings. Following this, we connect these stories to themes of personal freedom and deeper understanding, exploring how these ancient texts can be relevant to your personal growth today. As we progress, we'll unveil new insights that are both revolutionary and deeply engaging, demonstrating how these interpretations breathe new life into well-known scriptures. We'll address common skepticism about the ease and speed of understanding these complex themes, providing practical examples to show how these metaphysical lessons can be quickly and easily integrated into daily life. Our discussion then moves to real-life applications, sharing testimonials and practical tips that help anchor these lofty ideas in everyday experiences. We'll also identify the broad audience that can benefit from these interpretations, from spiritual seekers to educators. The presenter's background and qualifications will be outlined, ensuring you feel confident in the credibility of the insights shared. We'll discuss the theological and philosophical angles that influence our interpretations, reassuring you of our non-denominational approach. This video, approximately 30 minutes in length, is a mix of narration and on-screen text, allowing you to both hear and see the metaphysical interpretations being discussed. This format is designed to cater to various learning styles, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their preferred method of learning, can gain from the transformative wisdom these stories hold. As we conclude this journey into the metaphysical interpretations of Bible stories, we have uncovered the profound depths of these ancient narratives, exploring how they can offer us personal freedom and deeper understanding. We have seen how these stories provide not only historical or religious insights, but also practical lessons that resonate with our modern lives. From the timeless struggle of David against Goliath to the transformative power of turning water into wine, these metaphysical lessons invite us to reflect on and apply spiritual wisdom in our everyday decisions. I encourage you to continue exploring these metaphysical interpretations, using them as tools for personal growth and reflection. Look into these stories, find the symbols that speak to you, and let these age-old narratives inspire a new perspective on your life challenges and aspirations. Please take a moment to like this video if you found it enlightening, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. We're eager to hear how these stories have touched your life or sparked new ideas, so don't hesitate to comment below and share your experiences. Your interaction enriches our community and helps guide our journey through these mystical and transformative tales. Join us as we continue to explore and share this profound spiritual wisdom.